Inspiration. Some spend a lifetime searching and never find it. But some do find it, in the sky.
I noticed the other night I was looking west and I noticed as the sun was setting, it was yellow-orange where the sun was.
Right outside their window.
So I looked at that deer and I felt the moment in a way that I haven't felt in years, it seems.
In untamed land.
I like to define nature as more than what is out there that was there 1,000 years ago.
It's about the love of nature and basically how that love can make its way into all the things we do.
Throughout history, nature has spurred artists, writers, and thinkers to recreate its beauty and learn from its unending wisdom. To photograph truthfully and effectively is to see beneath the surfaces and record the qualities of nature and humanity which live or are latent in all things. Ansel Adams.
So we started brainstorming in class and we came up with the idea of those who are inspired by nature. And the first name to come up was Jim Brandenburg, who is a 30-year veteran of the National Geographic magazine. There's hardly a single person who knows more about being out in nature and being inspired by nature than Jim Brandenburg. He was the perfect person for this documentary.
It's almost like meditation in a sense. It's almost like a prayer in a sense. It's almost like a spiritual experience for me to be able to grab the moment and capture it.
We also brought in, I called Charles Beck, who is a fairly well-known artist in northern Minnesota who does these really ornate woodcut prints. And he'll take something like a tree or a field and he'll print it onto the paper in sometimes a very abstract way.
I've heard artists have said, saying that, I want to paint, but I don't know what to paint, you know, and it's a kind of tragedy because being interested in what I'm interested in, there's never a lack of subject matter because of, again, the area that we live in here and the seasons and so on.
And then finding other people for the documentary. Obviously, we couldn't just have one person for a subject like inspired by nature. We wanted to branch out, so we brought in Larry Whywoody, North Dakota's poet laureate.
He grew up in North Dakota, but his career blossomed in New York City. He moved back to North Dakota to be closer to nature.
I'm not exactly sure what I would do without nature because it does feed the senses. And if I receive inspiration, I think it's from nature.
Now more than ever, society is being distracted. Some people don't even think of nature. And although it's a priority for many, it is losing its bearing in society as a source of happiness and relaxation.
I feel that young people are so plugged into audio and video and Facebook and all those other things that they can't receive anything from the natural world anymore, or they're getting to the point where they can't, and that's too bad.
I think college documentaries oftentimes get pigeonholed as having shaky shots and not being lit properly and looking kind of generic. And I wanted to buck all the trends to the best I could. I wanted to create a documentary that had a good story, was shot well, and I think we did that to the best of our abilities.